We're back again with another video, guys, and I gotta show you some rewards that 2K ended up adding for the new season, and you'll be able to get not one, and not two, not three, not four, but 5 guaranteed free dark matter packs. And then on top of that, once you end up getting every single one, you'll be able to walk away with a guaranteed free endgame pack in my team. And I gotta know down below in the comments right now, how many endgames do you have? And if you want to get an endgame, then like the video right now, and let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Now, the first thing that I do want to cover is going to be the new dark matter that 2K ended up adding today. That is going to be in the agendas, and it is going to be a free dark matter holographic, by the way, Paul Pierce. Now, obviously not the best dark matter, but at the same time though, if you're going after every single one, this is going to be the new one. You do have to attempt 36 field goals and score at least 50 points with a player in a single game, and then you do also have to win a game using 13 Celtic players. And then once you do that, you do end up getting the new free dark matter, which 2K is doing this daily, so that's going to be the new one that they ended up adding. I do want to see though, how much is Paul Pierce going for? Most of these players have been going for, like, 5 to 10,000 MT, some of them a little bit more. The worse they are, the cheaper they are, obviously, when it comes to the auction house and the markets. And so I do want to see Mr. Paul Pierce, Mr. Poopy Pants, Mr. Everybody knows he pooped his pants. He's going to be about like 10,000. Okay, that's actually a lot more than I was expecting. And so also you guys can keep in mind that anytime there's an agenda like that, you might want to make some MT by selling the Celtic players, because a lot of people don't realize that you can get the players in the token markets. And so they're out here paying a ridiculous amount for, Celtic players or any players that are needed for agendas like that. So make sure to keep that in mind too, in case you want to make some MT in my team. You can see on average they're going for about like 4,000 to 5,000. But remember, if you have the tokens, you can definitely go into the token markets and then literally just buy the players that you need. So for example, say you need the Celtics, 2 tokens for 1. And I'm sure you have tokens, because there's really no other reason to use tokens in my team nowadays. And so make sure to keep that in mind in case there's like a future agenda where you got to get certain players. I'm actually going to be going through my collection, and I'm going to be selling my Celtic players as well, just because I've been doing that every time they require a certain amount of cards out here from a certain team. So again, they're going for about like 4,000, to 5,000. You can definitely snipe them too. Say you're doing maybe 500 to 1,000. You can definitely make MT that way too. I know a lot of people right now, they're trying to get that MT up, and at the moment you can see, the cheapest one is looking to be about what, 3,800? 3,800 for the cheapest Celtic player. And then obviously if you get it for under 1,000 MT, you can definitely make a good profit every single time you end up getting a Celtic player. And so definitely do that if you guys do want to make some MT. And then of course, if you do want to get the holographic free Paul Pierce. And now we got to talk about what I mentioned in the beginning, because there's actually a way of going after some endgames in my team. There's actually multiple ways. I've been covering them in videos and stuff like that, but for this one, it's going to be a different one. Now, when it comes to endgames, you guys can see right here, they're actually not as expensive as they used to be. I mean, even the new endgame Shaq is going for under 300,000 MT. The D Wade is going for under 150. Jimmy Butler and Luka about 200,000 MT. And so the endgames definitely are cheaper than they used to be, especially if you compare them to something like last year where they were going for a lot more. And it's mainly because 2K is copy and pasting all of them, which I don't understand why they love doing that. I really don't get it. I kind of just wish that they would have a couple different animations, you know what I mean? Or at least have 3 different sets of animations, not make it, every single one being the same. But at the same time though, endgames, you guys know they have max Hall of Fame badges. They got every single stat on 99. They got the best animations, even though they are copy and pasted. And so we do have ourselves, some endgames already in my team. And at the moment, we do have ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 endgames in my team. Bill Russell, we got Luka, we got Paul George, Jimmy Buckets, D Wade, Shaq out here, and then David Robinson, and then of course Kevin Durant and Paolo out here, my boy Paolo. And even though they are just all copy and pasted, at the same time though, they're still some of the best cards in my team. And so let me show you guys how to go about getting a free endgame pack in 2K this season. Now, the way that you do that is you want to go over here to limited, and the reward is going to be a guaranteed endgame pack. You can see it right there. Now, it is going to be non-auctionable, but at the same time though, 2K also ended up adding some other rewards on your way to getting that pack. Now, you guys can see also the season 8 prizes. You end up getting an option pack every single time that you get a ring. So the first ring is going to give you a rush option pack. That's going to be 1, and then the second ring is going to be another one, and then the third one is going to be another one, and then the fourth one is going to be another one, and then the fifth ring is going to give you another one, and then the final ring is going to be the guaranteed endgame pack right there. Now, 2K hasn't said exactly which players will be available. All I know is that it's going to be a random endgame, and so you do end up getting that after getting every single ring. And you definitely do want to do this because you still end up getting a free dark matter every single time that you get it. And if you guys remember, this year 2K ended up making limited the whole week, and so you don't just have the weekend. It used to be where you only had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then that's it. But no, this time around you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you literally have the whole week to get the ring. And I do want to emphasize that you cannot miss a single week of limited. Remember guys, it's the whole week, so you have time to do it. You don't have to rush, on Friday. You can wait until Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. You just want to make sure that you get your rank, because you cannot miss a single week if you do want to get that endgame pack. And so with 2K not saying exactly what endgames will be available in that pack right there, it's safe to assume that it's going to be a random one. And so it could be just the players that they had to start the season with. They could literally just add every single new player that they continue to add, because the pack will be available later on in this season, since you do have to get every single option pack first, and then eventually you do end up getting that endgame pack too. And hold on, wait a minute, while I was checking to see if 2K did reveal the player, they actually ended up tweeting out this graphic right here, which at the moment, as you guys know, if you do play limited, there's other rewards. For example, in week 1 there's tokens MT, and then also the Hall of Fame badge, and on top of that you can see that 2K ended up tweeting out a mystery player picture. And so now I wonder if it's going to be a whole new free endgame. Like, are they just gonna pick somebody to give us for limited, or is it going to be a random player? Like, 2K hasn't specifically said exactly what endgame it will be. All we know is that it's an endgame pack, it's non-auctionable, and apparently now it's a mystery player. So I do wonder if it's going to be a whole new endgame, or if it's going to be some of the endgames that I showed you guys already, or maybe some of the ones that they're still going to be releasing for season 8. And then of course, when it comes to the rush players, you guys know 2K ended up adding those when it came to season 7, and you can see my collection right here. I actually do have a lot of them, and so I do end up getting an option pack, and it is an option pack, so you get to choose the dark matter that you want. And so if you've always wanted John Morant, you can get John Morant. If you always wanted, say somebody like Wes, you can pick Wes. Even though these dark matters definitely are cheaper, just because that's how the market is with endgames and invincibles taking over. But at the same time though, if you wanted a donkey, you can get a donkey. I believe in you, okay? So if you want him too, you can definitely get him, because again, it is going to be an option pack. And so that's also going to be available. You can actually see the different sets. Like set number 1 was with Mitchell. We had Bill Walton, the best one obviously being Bill Walton. And then we did also have the second set, which this one didn't have the best names out there. I mean, we did have Randall, Rodman, and Glenn Robinson. When it comes to this one, I mean, Glenn Robinson, you can't go wrong with him. And then everybody else, I mean, it's really just up to you which one you want to get. But then we ended up getting set number 3 that had Ja Morant, Draymond Green, Gary, DeRozan, and Bernard King. And for this one, obviously, you can definitely choose Draymond Green or Ja Morant, depending what you want to get, even though DeRozan does have a money release. And then, of course, we had set number 4 with Andrew Wiggins, John Wall, Jason Kidd, George, and then Adrian. Obviously, Wiggins, being the best option right here. And then 2K did end up releasing another set. This is going to be set number 5 with Zach LaVine, West, Steve Nash, Elgin Baylor, and then JJJ. West being the best option right here, by the way. And so I'm telling you right now, if you guys do want to get some more rewards in my team, I would definitely do it, just because you end up getting, 5 of those packs right there. And then you do end up getting a guaranteed endgame, which could literally be anybody. And you guys know me, I love free stuff. And so I'm going to be getting every single pack right there. Let me know if you're going to be doing the same thing, or if you're going to be skipping it. So just wanted to make sure that you guys knew about it. And so now that you know, you can definitely go after it. And if you guys do want to see more videos, definitely check out all the ones I've been uploading. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.